All right, good afternoon. My name is Christopher Geyer, and I'm going to talk to you about some research that some graduate students did out of a graduate school of physical education in Seoul, South Korea, over the effects of chronic dietary nitrate supplementation on the hemodynamic response to that dynamic exercise. A lot of big words to get through on that one. But before we start, I want to talk about some key terms about this experiment. So we're going to go over nitrate. Nitrate, also known as NO3, is made up of 1 nitrogen and 3 oxygen molecules. It is naturally occurring in the body, but it is enhanced or promoted by 2 amino acids, the arginine and citrulline, which are excreted by the kidneys. Nitrate also plays a large role in vasodilation, which is the widening of blood vessels. So what enhances nitrate? Well, first you can just take supplementations of nitric oxide or nitrate, or which is the 2 amino acids, citrulline or arginine, or you can go naturally and eat some red beets. Shout out Dwight Schrute on that. Or red leafy spinach. You got mangoes and ginger are big contributors to that. Also, dark chocolate for those chocolate fiends out there. They can dilate your blood vessels. Next, we'll go over vasodilation. As mentioned before, it is the widening of blood vessels, but it's due to the relaxation of the smooth muscles within the blood vessels themselves. Vasodilation brings more fuel during a workout, so like increases the amount of nutrients because the blood vessels are wider. It can increase blood flow, and with that, you can also get rid of waste faster. So you have less fatigue and soreness after your workouts. All right, so going on to the research itself, the purpose was to determine if chronic dietary supplementation of nitrate can have a better clinical implications than acute supplementation or none at all. We're gonna measure the hemodynamic response of chronic supplementation during an exercise. Methods, so there's 14 males and their blood pressures were taken while they were seated. They were able to get their maximum workload tested on a cycle ergometer. And by doing that, they had 2 minutes of unloaded baseline. And after those 2 minutes, they were increased 30 watts per minute until the subject can no longer keep that 60 rotations per minute. They're supplemented with beet juice or nitrate depleted beet juice, so they didn't have that supplementation in it. And they were told to drink it every day at the same time while they're on the trial. And it was a double-blind experiment, so neither the researcher or the subject knew what they were drinking until the very end. And heart rate and stroke volume were taken continuously throughout the test, and they're looking for cardiac output, brachial arterial blood pressure, flow-mediated dilation, so how well the blood flow goes through your blood vessels, and the nitrate concentration in plasma, and those were measured after every test every 24 hours. Results, as expected, the supplementation with the nitrate beet juice had better ergonomic benefits. When the two were compared, the red beet juice had outperformed than the non-beet juice or the non-nitrate beet juice. It had an increase in stroke volume and a decrease in blood pressure, the total peripheral resistance, mean arterial pressure, and the rate pressure product, which is a heart rate times the systolic blood pressure. This happened during rest and in exercise. So some implications, applications, and conclusions for taking nitrate as a supplement. It's going to increase your cardiac function by increasing your stroke volume and cardiac output. That's very important if you're working out and trying to get bigger pump, bigger gains. You're going to have that increase of nutrients coming through. This shows that red beet juice can be considered a dietary supplementation of nitrate enhancements, and can lead to those ergogenic benefits. It increases the amount of oxygen delivery because it dilates your blood vessels, and it reduces the work rate of the heart. You get that larger stroke volume. With the applications of this, those suffering from hypertension can reduce that, and can reduce your risk of cardiovascular disease and coronary artery disease, individuals who may have that risk. That is my presentation, so thank you.